So this is the verse. एतावा जन्म साफल्यम देहिनाम इह देहिषु प्राणेर अर्थेर धिया वाचा श्रेय आचरणम सदा. So the purport for this is given by Srila Prabhupada. Okay, let us read the translation. Read translation, somebody.
Hare Krishna.
Read, Ashibu.
It is the duty of every living being to perform welfare activities for the benefits of others with his life, wealth, intelligence, and words.
Yeah. So every humanity should perform welfare activities for benefit of others. Four things: prana, life; artha, wealth; dhiya, intelligence; and vacha means words. Now the purport for these words is given in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi 9142. So let us read the purport of this. Yes. Continue the one second. I'll just expand it a little bit. Yes. Now read the purport.
There are two kinds of general activities, shreyas, or activities which are ultimately beneficial or auspicious, and prayers, or those which are immediately beneficial and auspicious. For example, children are fond of playing.
Yeah.
They do not want to go to school to receive an education, and they think that to play all day and night and enjoy with their friends is the aim of life. Even in the transcendental life of Lord Krishna, we find that when he was a child, he was very fond of playing with his friends of the same age, the covered boys. He would not even go home to take his dinner. Mother Yashoda would have to come out to induce him to come home. Thus, it is a child's nature to engage all day and night in playing, not caring even for his health and other important concerns. This is an example of prayas, or immediately beneficial activities. But there are also shreyas, or activities which are ultimately auspicious. According to Vedic civilization, a human being must be God conscious. He should understand what God is, what this material world is, who he is, and what their interrelationship are. This is called shreyas, or ultimately auspicious activity.
Yeah. Just one second. Okay, we'll read this later. Okay. Fine. So this is the verse which is given in Bhagavatam as well as CC. And I think this verse is spoken by Krishna to Balram when he's glorifying the trees of Vrindavan. When he's seeing the trees of Vrindavan, he's telling that, look at these trees, oh Baldav, they are so glorious. Throughout their whole life, they live only for the benefit of others. Of course, these are in the mode of ignorance, but still their life is dedicated for the welfare of others. They give shelter to the people, they give fruits, and they give, you can say that even the barks or even the leaves, or each part of the tree is useful. So many things can be produced from that tree, bark and trunk and roots, things. Recording. So that's why if you want to live a life, a glorious life, then we must understand that as long as this body is there, it should be utilized for the welfare of others. So that's why Prabhupada said two things are there, prayas and shreyas. So most of the people in this world, they are simply living for their sense gratification. What am I getting right now? Only hardly few people they think about others. So they are very glorious. And this kind of consciousness you develop when you come in the association of such people, when you see such people who have lived life like this. So coming to the point, uh, most of us we are inspired. In fact, all of us we are inspired by seeing the life of Prabhupada. Many of the devotees in ISKCON, many, in fact, almost all, uh, they are working selflessly hard because when they read about Srila Prabhupada, his hard work, his selfless life, his struggle, then they are inspired to do something for the people. Otherwise, who cares? Whatever may happen to this world. In fact, we even don't know whether I will go back to Godhead or not. What to speak of others whom we are preaching. But still, we are preaching and we are working hard, keeping the faith in mind that I may not take people back to Godhead, but at least Prabhupada will take it then. So, and seeing Prabhupada's concern or to make Prabhupada happy, people are working so hard to please Srila Prabhupada. So in the same line, we see the life of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, fully dedicated life. So these four things, that's why I chose this word, Praner Artha Dhiya Vacha. So I'll tell you now how Maharaj dedicated his complete 100% of all these four faculties. Praner Artha Dhiya Vacha. His life, his wealth, his intelligence, and his words. Completely dedicated to serve Srila Prabhupada. So I was just hearing one lecture Amugla Prabhu gave in Delhi yesterday, glorifying Maharaj. I literally started crying speaking about Maharaj. First time I saw him crying. A very jovial personality, but he started crying, remembering Maharaj. And very nice lecture, very nice. 2 hours he spoke about. So there is one book called India's Glory. It's written by Stephen Rosen. Is Satyaraj Prabhu, I think, is there. Prabhupada disciple only. So he wanted to write biography of Gopal Krishna Maharaj. But Maharaj denied. Maharaj told, no, I will not speak about myself anything. You want to write, you write about Srila Prabhupada, you write about ISKCON temples, but don't write about me. So then he told, okay, Maharaj will not write about you, we'll write about ISKCON Delhi. So then, and ISKCON Delhi means Gopal Krishna Maharaj. So then he started writing about ISKCON Delhi, and in that, through various channels, he got to know Maharaj involvement in making this Delhi project. So in that way, this book is 50% about ISKCON Delhi development and 50% about Gopal Krishna Maharaj. Less than 50% about Gopal Krishna Maharaj pastimes in that. But that's a very amazing book. I saw this book personally, but I wanted to read it, but I could hear about something about it. So you see Gopal Krishna Maharaj from the day one. Yes, I'll share the link of Amuglapur lecture that is there. So that and mostly today whatever I'll speak mostly from them only. But you can hear, you will love it. You'll love to hear it. It is very nicely. He spoke in detail. He spoke about whole ISKCON Delhi, completion of the project and Maharaj involvement. Maharaj very elaborately he spoke in detail about that thing. That was very inspiring to hear. So still my half an hour is remaining. I could hear 1.5 hour. Half hour is remaining. So, but still in that, I could find out some of the very vital things which I wanted to share with all of you. How a person can dedicate his all these things, prana, artha, dhiya, vacha, in the service of his spiritual master and ISKCON movement. So you know that Maharaj first met Srila Prabhupada in Montreal, and the first service he did for Prabhupada was cleaning his apartment. So that he did for 6 hours straight. So from 12 to 6 p.m. he cleaned Prabhupada room. The first person to visit, like the first encounter with ISKCON devotees. And he did 6 hour service. Who does that? Even nowadays, sometimes when after spending many years in ISKCON also we are 2 घंटा सेवा हो गया, चलो भागो. Yeah, so we need some कुछ आराम चाहिए, कुछ खाने पीने चाहिए. But he did 6 hour service to please Prabhupada. And when Prabhupada entered that room, first thing he asked, who cleaned this room? The first question he asked. Then Maharaj, at that time his name was Gopal Krishna Khanna. So Maharaj was brought by temple president, and then Maharaj When Prabhupada met Maharaj for the first time, Prabhupada was very pleased. He told he's a very good boy, take care of him. And then, Maharaj started getting more involved in that project. And then Maharaj, being the manager of, or the marketing manager of, actually he was in research of this PepsiCo company. And although being Grahastha, of course, he married later on, because he married also because of Prabhupada's request, because Maharaj's family members were too much forcing. Then he asked Prabhupada, what should I do? And Prabhupada told, you marry and just give one son, and then you can fully involve in Krishna activity. That was also Prabhupada's instruction for him to marry. And then Maharaj, so they were very astonished that Maharaj whole day would work, and evening he would come and distribute books, meet people, and then like we tell about Arth Hai. So first let's talk about Arth Hai. Whatever money he earned, he would give straight away to Srila Prabhupada, straight away, and not even keeping one farthing, as far as I have heard. And then I have heard that his wife would come with all the bills for the month, and then Prabhupada would give that much money from that thing. So Prabhupada, even though Maharaj was Gasta, but Prabhupada told that he's a real sannyasi because he's not attached to the fruits of his work. So hardly nowadays who does this? It's impossible. That much faith on Guru. So Maharaj, so that's why Arth Hai, whatever he earned, at that time in ISKCON temple, even brahmacharis would go out and work to maintain temple, because at that time there was no much money in ISKCON. Not many tourists were coming. So even like Jayapataka Maharaj was working in the cafeteria, he was working there to earn money. And there big people would come, then he would meet them and discuss Krishna consciousness with them. So all these people, they devotees to work not for themselves, but to earn, to run the temple. So they were doing that. So then Maharaj was getting more and more involved. And then in 72, 70 or 72, so there was nobody in Prabhupada's mind to be made as ISKCON India GBC. So of course there were many stalwart leaders, but they were not knowing Indian language. Loknath Maharaj came later on. He got interested in Juhu. So the first Indian disciple of Prabhupada was Gopal Krishna Maharaj. So then Prabhupada asked these disciples that whom can I send to India to manage India? And India is not an easy place to manage, because although a lot of khichdi is there already here. So then one devotee suggested, Prabhupada, why don't you send Gopal Krishna to there? So then Prabhupada told that, can he do that? So then they told, yes, Prabhupada is very sincere devotee. He can manage. And he is an Indian boy. So then Prabhupada told him, okay. So then Maharaj left his job and he came to India. And Prabhupada gave him two services there. One was constructing temples and one was printing books, like books in the Indian languages. Like Prabhupada got two services from his spiritual master, to preach in English language and distribute books. So Maharaj also got this instruction. So then when Maharaj came here, so at that time there were only English books available. So nowadays, whichever language books we all are reading, may it be Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, Bengali, Odia, Malayalam, Kannada, and Gujarati, all these are printed by Gopal Krishna Maharaj. All the languages except English. English first Prabhupada printed, and that to English also books he made it in India available, because earlier these books would come from Los Angeles. There where we had printer DBT. But Maharaj established in Juhu properly, and he made it in all the languages. So whenever Maharaj would go to Prabhupada, he would make sure that he would take one book and offer to Prabhupada. Amoglapur describes more in detail. I'm just going through it in short way. So then Maharaj would offer Prabhupada every time he meet one book. He would make it a rule that, and just imagine he was GBC. So GBC then quite often he would have to meet Prabhupada. But every time he went, he offered one book to Prabhupada, a new book. And Prabhupada would ask, so he would go like hiding behind his uh, back, and then Prabhupada would ask, so where is the book? And then he would produce, Prabhupada, this is a new book for you. And Prabhupada would see, and he was very happy with that thing. So then Maharaj, he worked tirelessly hard since then on. And the Delhi, Prabhuji was telling that the first person to start preaching Delhi was Tejas Prabhu. So Prabhupada was traveling in India, and so Delhi station came in train. And Prabhupada told that this Delhi is the most important place in whole Asia. So then he told, who will preach here? So in front, this Tejas was sitting in train. And then Prabhupada told that, okay, you get down in Delhi. You get down and go and open a center. Just see. And he got down. And then, see, just no place. Like when we are asked to go somewhere, you'll first ask, where will I stay and what will I eat? These two things we'll ask. Our staying place and our prasadam. But at that time, nothing. Just one thing was there, Prabhupada instruction. And he got down, and God knows what he did after that. That would be another biography. I mean, what? But then, slowly they started preaching. A lot of shifting happened. When Prabhupada came, Radha Parsati established. Radha Parsati went to many places. Finally, 1991, they got this land, this east of Kailash land. 1991, after 20 years teaching in Delhi. Just imagine. Because that time the government was not very favorable. And I heard Prabhu was telling that the urban development ministry, just like we have CIDCO here. So this CIDCO MD is there, na? So that's like that time Delhi, this urban development minister was a Muslim lady. So this lady was not signing this paper for land. So this lady was not at all signing. And then Maharaj followed her. Wherever she went, Maharaj went behind her just to get that signature. So I heard that even Maharaj went to a rally and she was delivering some speech, and then she saw Maharaj with sannyasi danda there, and she asked her secretary that why this sannyasi had come here. Then he told that, Madam, this sannyasi is very determined. He will not leave without getting a signature. And then Prabhu is telling that Maharaj said, what to do? How can I please her where she will sign? Then Maharaj offered her a Quran. So Maharaj gifted her a Quran. And then Maharaj, by that she was pleased, and then she signed the thing. Just see. So anyhow, for preaching sake and anything can be done. So, but Maharaj was very determined when he got the land. But his land was a hill. It was a hill. So even I've also heard that at that time people were using this as a dump yard, garbage yard. They would dump this garbage there. And Maharaj told, how we'll make a temple here at the hill? So then, so he was asking many architecture, but nobody was taking this project. Only one architecture, he took this project, but he was very famous architecture, but he was denying. So then Maharaj, he brought many devotees from all over the world. Probably they might have come from Mayapur Yatra or something. So then he took all of them to his house. And then Maharaj knocked his door and he came out, and when he saw so many devotees there, so he got the thing that ab to mandir bana padega, I think. So then he got the address that I have to make temple for all these people, for all people of all countries. It's not just Indian. So that's why this project was Glory of India. This is Glory of India. It's going to be Glory of India. So then Maharaj then what he did. So after the architecture told that I will not take single money for doing design, but the whole project will cost you 12 crore. At that time, 1981, means 30 years back, 12 crore means 120 crore almost of this today, almost. So then Maharaj told, from where we bring this much money? So then this Ved Vyas Priya Prabhu, whom Maharaj gave his watch now, so then he got introduced to Maharaj, and very nice devotee, and Maharaj, he loved Maharaj very much. He was very much impressed by Maharaj humility, Maharaj, faith, and Maharaj silent, so many things. So then he told me, Maharaj, 6 crore I will raise, and then even it's Ashok Hinduja he held. So he told that 6 crore, whatever you collect, then that much I will pay. So then 6 crore he collected. This Vedas at that time. Okay, almost in total. And 6 crore, this I think Hinduja he paid to somewhere, something like this. So Maharaj was extremely pleased with him that, and then they made this East of Kailash temple. And Maharaj took a vow that till the time temple will complete, I will only take this bhokla sabji and chapati. Only that. So I heard almost for 6-7 years Maharaj ate that only. For 6-7 years, 91, 98, this temple was opened. 1999 when BJP government came. So Maharaj for this 7 years he only ate that much. Only one sabji, that bhokla sabji. So Maharaj did their austerity. And in between that, 1985, Maharaj got a bypass surgery also. Not bypass surgery, but angioplasty. So he had a very severe pain in the chest because of austere conditions and great austerity he was taking. So then finally in 1999, Dada Parth temple, 1998, I think, 8. Dada Parth 2023, they had a 25-year festival. So 98, this temple was opened, and it really brought a glory of India, because at that time the Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee and the Sushma Swaraj and all the big ministers, they all came. And in India, really, this was the first temple which brought so much glory to ISKCON. Like ISKCON, just like Modi ji came to this Kharghar temple, so ISKCON was glorified. In the same way, Maharaj made it glorified because Prime Minister came, and they opened this temple of Prabhupada. And even during Prabhupada times, Prabhupada gave instruction Maharaj to preach in Russia also. So in Russia, it was a communist country and very, very difficult to preach there. If anyone of you knows Salted Bread book, how difficult it was. So Prabhupada is telling that, and there was no question of distributing books. So Maharaj, he literally smuggled Bhagavad Gita from India to Russia to distribute books there. And you know how they should do? They used to make Xerox copy of Bhagavad Gita. And Maharaj is personally Xeroxing. But when ऐसे एक पेज को रख के Xerox जैसे करते ना, some books you see in our 11th में हम लोग करते थे, कुछ books Xerox करके notes लेते थे पूरा. So like that they would make Xerox copy of Bhagavad Gita, and Maharaj devised one plan. So Prabhupada is telling that Maharaj told the ladies to keep Gita this in their sari. Sari and dhoti, because in custom office, so they would not check that. Metal detector से check होता है ना, तो metal में तो थोड़ी आएगा वो. Somehow that they did that Xerox copy, and like that, one devotee would carry this 2-3 copy, and then underground they would distribute books in Russia. And now you see what Russia is doing. So that the whole initial preaching was led by Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. And later on, and even this, if you read Salted Bread, you see that how devotees were tortured by this KDG, and they were arrested and they were put into jail. So it was on request of Maharaj to Rajiv Gandhi that these devotees were released. And Maharaj was demanding a land in Moscow. So he wanted to make a very big temple in Russia, ISKCON temple. And even after initial preaching in Pakistan, it was Guru Maharaj only who actually started preaching in Pakistan. So Maharaj, you see Maharaj's photo in that Pathan dress, and that he went and he preached. So Prabhupada is telling that Maharaj wanted to print Bhagavad Gita in Urdu language. So, but there in Pakistan, the Urdu language, the translator was not very good. He was not able to properly understand Bhagavad Gita. So then Maharaj came to Bombay. From Bombay, he took one Urdu translator, and then again he went back and made books available in Pakistan. And now you see there are 12 temples or 12 Rath Yatra happening in Pakistan. So whichever troubled things came in ISKCON, so that Maharaj took, and Maharaj was known as the troubleshooter of ISKCON. Troubleshooter. Any trouble came, Maharaj was there to help ISKCON because he never considered that these are my disciples, my temple. No. Wherever ISKCON is having problem, Maharaj will be available. So you see, I have also seen, because I am also seeing Maharaj working for the last 15 years. So you see the four major projects of Srila Prabhupada in India: Vrindavan, Delhi, Vrindavan, Mayapur, Juhu, and Hyderabad. These four temples are Prabhupada made temples. And if you see all the four temples, Maharaj was either GBC or co-GBC. You see that. All the four temples. Vrindavan and Juhu, the most troubled place. In Vrindavan, there was shooting happening. If you read Kadam Khan Maharaj's podcast, he was shooted. And Juhu might not happened, even after when Prabhupada left. But both the places, Gopal Krishna Maharaj was standing like pillar, and he was handling them. In Hyderabad also, when problems came, Maharaj was not. Even Mayapur, even there in between there was a very big fight between Bengali devotees and American like foreign devotees. So Gopal Krishna Maharaj was called by Japataka Maharaj. He told Maharaj, "You come, you solve this problem. I can't." Of course, he could have done, but his health was also after 2009. So then Maharaj was called, and Maharaj remained there for 1 month, and Maharaj solved all. He met each and every devotee there from both the sides, and he made the thing resolved. So that's why he was known as Prabhupada man. He was known as ISKCON man. That's why I told this Prana gave his whole life for the Prabhupada, whole life for his spiritual master. And Maharaj, you can't imagine the kind of people he has tolerated. It is beyond our imagination. So just telling that even some some devotees, they criticize Maharaj in management, but Maharaj, he saw that this devotee wants to serve Srila Prabhupada. He never considered that this devotee is criticizing me, so I'll throw him out. Telling management, when you're at top post, if somebody is falling in your category, then we promote him. If somebody is against us, then we demote him or we want to remove him. But Maharaj never saw like that. He wanted to promote those people who want to serve Prabhupada. Although these devotees may criticize Maharaj, even I know some of them, who Maharaj promoted them, gave them position, and they were criticizing Guru Maharaj. So this was his unique quality. He never ever thought that who likes me, who praises me. No. Who wants to serve Srila Prabhupada? Who wants to serve ISKCON? That was his priority. So this Prana, Artha, and Dhiya, you see, Dhiya is intelligence. Maharaj is super duper intelligent. How to do things in a way, although it will not appear from outside, it will appear that Maharaj is, of course, Maharaj is naturally very humble, but he was so super intelligent. He knew how to tackle things and how to handle situations and how to deal with people, and so dedicated to Prabhupada. Like I heard that there was one temple in Kenya, I think Mombasa or Nairobi. So and this temple was opened by Prabhupada. So when Prabhupada left, so this temple went kind of bankrupt. They were having no money because Africa, not much donation were coming. So then BBC decided that we should close this temple. We can't run it. So Maharaj told, no, we cannot close this temple because this is opened by Prabhupada. Any temple which Prabhupada is opened, as long as I am alive, it will not be closed. Then Maharaj sent one of his disciples from Delhi, and he told that you just run this temple and I will take you back to Godhead. Maharaj told him like this. And now if you go, there are a lot of devotees, a lot of programs happening, it has grown like anything. The Umapati Prabhu is there. He can represent that now. So this was surrender to Prabhupada. 100% surrender, 100%. And then Vacha. You see Vacha, his Vani, He would not speak even one word, here and there, except Srila Prabhupada. One word also. One time, His Holiness Bhakti Karunamay Vanmali Maharaj was telling that he heard something from Maharaj's mouth in Vyasasan, from Vyasasan. And then he thought that, Are, this Prabhupada never told. So he asked Maharaj, Maharaj, you spoke like this. Is it there in somewhere Prabhupada? Then Maharaj told, yes, it is. Prabhupada spoke like this one place. And Maharaj showed him in one of the, yes. Sanat was telling that Maharaj told Umapati go to open sweet shop to run the temple. There, Govinda's restaurant. So, uh, so then Maharaj showed him that yes, this is the place where Prabhupada wrote about. So see, although you see, Maharaj was double MBA, such a highly, I think the most qualified person among all the disciples of Prabhupada. If you see in that sense, at least at that time, the most educated person would be Guru Maharaj at that time. But still, you see, Maharaj never, exposed his uh, kind of education to so much, or never exposed his scholarship, or his like never. Such a simple beginner, and just simply speaking, Srila what Prabhupada told, he repeated that exactly. Never ever wanted to boast at himself. Never. I also never saw him. Never. He would just speak as it is. Same answer he would give. Last 10 years, I am seeing Maharaj. You ask the question, same thing. We'll ask Maharaj how we'll go back to Godhead. The same thing. Prabhupada told, chant 60 round, follow 40 principles, we'll go back to Godhead. Same thing. You know. That shows his faith in the words of spiritual master. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya, Chitte Koriya, Kya Arna Koriya Mane Hasa. Firm faith and conviction in the spiritual master. And you see, till this last breath, Maharaj Maharaj was loving his deities. You see his deity worship standard, you know, amazing, amazing. In fact, I have told this thing, but in fact, I was serving Bhakti Charu Maharaj in Vada, and one time Bhakti Charu Maharaj, so he would invite many sannyasis to his room to eat, and we would serve them. His personal servant and myself. So one time in his room, there were 4 or 5 BBC members were there. Radhanath Maharaj, Niranjan Maharaj, Sivaram Maharaj, and Dravidi Prabhu, who translated 11th, 12th canto, both. So all this, and they were taking prasadam. And then Bhakti Charu Maharaj was at that time telling, and that, in our ISKCON movement, there is one man whose sadhana is unmatched. Nobody can do sadhana like him. Then they asked who? Then Bhakti Charu Maharaj told Gopal Krishna Sai Maharaj. And I was there. I heard this clearly. And all the Maharajas there, they all unanimously agreed. Yes, correct. There is no one in whole ISKCON who can match his sadhana. Gopal Krishna Maharaj. So I was feeling very happy hearing that. So it is not, of course, it is visible, quite visible, because many Maharajas after their health, because of the health issues and all, they were not, coming for morning program because of health reasons. Because doctor told them that you have to sleep 6-7 hours straight away and like this. But Maharaj never compromised. He was the alone sannyasi who was traveling even in COVID. Even in COVID, Maharaj was traveling. And so because of his dedication, because of this thing, even Prabhupada saying that Maharaj never used wheelchair till the end of his life, because Maharaj told that if my disciples see me in wheelchair, they will feel very sorry for me. They will feel very unhappy. So I don't want to make them feel unhappy. That's why, although Maharaj uh, slipped slipped on floor many times. Many times he slipped on floor, but still he never took wheelchair. So much trouble he should take to walk. We also saw these things personally. So it was so much concern for devotees, and so forgiving. Like one of the pastime where pastor was telling you may hear in the lecture, one devotee, one initiated devotee He made his video while doing sex. He shooted his video. Now this devotee might be a so-called devotee or like that. And somehow or other this video came to Maharaj. Just imagine. One of his friend or somebody, he got transferred and he showed to Maharaj. Maharaj, see what your disciple is doing. Just imagine. Then Maharaj called this devotee and then Maharaj told, why you did that? And then he thought that Maharaj would throw him out of his ISKCON. He was literally breaking 40 principles and such a shameful thing. But then Maharaj told, but you have promised in front of me that you will not break 40 principles. How can you do that? And then he started crying. And he begged for him, Maharaj, please forgive me, please forgive me. Then Maharaj told, okay, promise me not do again. So then he promised, yes, Maharaj will not go again. Maharaj, okay, now keep rendering service. Seva karte raho. So just imagine to the extent Maharaj is forgiven. Of course, we cannot take this as an example that Maharaj can forgive anything. But this is one. There are many disciples, what not they have done. But so forgiving, and taking them all ahead, and so many people left Maharaj, you know. So, but then Maharaj never ever, Maharaj told them that people may leave me, but I will never leave them, never. So that was his concern and his love for all the disciples and all the devotees. And I have seen Maharaj never considered this as my disciple or his disciple, never. He would see ISKCON devotee. Any devotee would come to him for any help, he would help. That I was a person, he would help. Any devotee. And so much time he would give for all the uh, disciples and people. So much. And he would not see that somebody is a big devotee or small devotee or this. No. Anybody can go and Maharaj would help them. So much concern, so much loving nature he had. So the point here is that, see, this is an ideal life which we can see how in the last breath he kept serving his spiritual master. So that's why when we see such examples, we should feel inspired that how we should live our life. So same way, pranay arte diya vacha. So we must try best from ourselves what we can do as an individual to ISKCON, to this society, to the community of devotees, and to the society in general. So uh, when we aspire to live life like this, it is very difficult. We can't imitate such great souls, but if we can aspire that, oh, can in some life I can live a life like this, such a selfless life. Even Mohan Rupua told that, Maharaj once told me that I'm trying to follow Srila Prabhupada as much as best a human being can follow. Maharaj told once to Mohan Rupua. That much I'm trying to follow. And that thing was visible in his life. Visible. Just imagine 18 temples in Delhi. And then, so here is Juhu, Mira Road, then Kharghar. And then taking Mayapur also, then Vrindavan, then their Kurukshetra. So my God, how here one handling one base becomes so much trouble for us. One base, where there are not much standard also. But just imagine Maharaj will handle such temples and he would do everything. All the services which you can imagine ISKCON, Maharaj did. Of course, ISKCON Pune. Yes, there is unlimited. Almost 30 temples were there under Maharaj. Big temples as GBC, 30. And small centers and other satellite centers, all these are extra. 30 big temples Maharaj was handling. And I mean in America, then Kenya, then Russia. Abroad is all different only. So how a human being can do like this? Just humanly impossible. The way he was managing people and taking care of all the devotees and inspiring them, and even personally taking care of them. Personally. You know, that's why when Maharaj called me during when my mother was ill, so when he called me, I was surprised. How can Maharaj think of me? You know, I was a new just a new bhakt at that time. You know, so see, that is how we can understand that when Krishna empowers, if we are purely trying to follow and we have a desire to serve Srila Prabhupada and do something for the movement, then an empowerment comes that you go beyond human plane and you start working in that direction. But that desire has to be strong. Because Maharaj has that very strong desire. I want to serve Srila Prabhupada to the best of my capacity. That's why he did that. Unmatchable services. Even Radha Maharaj, when he was glorifying Guru Maharaj, after Maharaj was saying out of humility, telling that what services Gopal Maharaj has done. Just see the book distribution. What was there in India? Who was thinking in that book distribution direction? But when Maharaj came here, he became immediate trustee. See the what American this foreign devotees were distributing book. So 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 this foreign devote at that time American they were distributing books uh, a huge number. India was not known only, but as when Maharaj came until 1970s, yeah, then he started, and now you see now when you if you see the Wimpy scores, so India distributes more than 10 times of all over world together. You combine all the world score together and multiply by 10. Even more than that, India distributes books. That is Gopal Krishna Maharaj's credibility, his glory. So much he has done for Prabhupada books. You know, you see disciples, you see books, you see any field, Maharaj was par excellence, par excellence. Why? Because of his surrender and his pure faith in Srila Prabhupada, pure faith, Maharaj humility, and lot of good qualities. Lots of you see the whole Vaishnava quality, 26 qualities. If you see Chaitanya, all those qualities you find in Maharaj. All those qualities, one by one. So that's what we can learn from these great souls, meditate on them, and think what can I contribute. See, all of us now, we are young and we have many years to probably Krishna's mercy. So right now we should think in that direction that yes, at least we can aspire. Oh, Maharaj did so much for his con. I'll also do something like that. We may not be able to do that. At least we think the direction. Oh, Maharaj opened 18 temples. At least let me open one temple for his con. Maharaj made 18 temples. Then let me at least make one temple for Srila Prabhupada. Big temple. Why can't we think in that direction? And for that we need to prepare right now. Right now we need to work hard. Whatever lacunas we have, work on the direction. Think in a big way and just do. So Maharaj once told us that we never said no to Prabhupada. Never. We never said no. When Prabhupada would give us some instruction, we would just say, yes, Prabhupada, you do it. Now, how to do it, that we have to think, we will think. But never said no, nahi usse nahi hoga. So that same attitude we have to learn from this great soul. No. No is not, in the dictionary of proper disciples. They would tell, yes, Prabhupada will do. Now, afterwards, how they will do it, they would plan and do like that. See, with Jabadagama, like, my God, just amazed seeing these proper disciples. They are like freshly empowered souls and their dedication, their service to do amazing, amazing, amazing. So when they did, now they have set platform for us, for all of us. Now ISKCON is in a much better condition, much better. We have books, we have lectures, we have temples, facilities, so many. Now we should expand it more. Now it's not the time to just relax and take facility of ISKCON and enjoy. No, that was not Prabhupada wanted. Now we should expand more and more. Go to the interior villages, schools, college, universities. put your brain, how to expand it, how to make more devotees, reach out to people, glorify Bhagavad Gita, like that. That much we should think. We are all now young and we can think now. We can work hard in that direction and do not that just taking the advantage of ISKCON and बढ़िया प्रसाद मिला, अच्छा लेक्चर लगा, मजा आ गया, अच्छा हो गया, ये हो गया. That is okay. But how far we are ready to go, to serve our path, how much risk we can take in our life, how much we can extend ourselves to serve Srila Prabhupada. That will determine your glory. Because right now we are all young. We are very fortunate. We have come in a very young life to ISKCON and Srila Prabhupada. And seeing these examples, we should dedicate our life. Maybe as Grahastha or Brahmacharya, doesn't matter. But we must do something big we should do. Once Karan Maharaj was telling this, one disciple asked him, Maharaj, what can I do for you? Like that. Well, Maharaj, when he was very ill, he was meeting his disciples. I heard Maharaj told him, do something for ISKCON. Maharaj told, something you do. Just don't sit idle. Do something. Do some preaching, or write some books, or do some kirtan, or do some construction, open some temple, do fundraising. Something you do for ISKCON. So all of us, we have to think, what can I do for ISKCON? Just think for a mind. Today night when you go to sleep, just think like, what can I do for ISKCON? And whatever comes to your mind, then you next think, how can I do this thing very big, in a big way? So whatever you comes to your mind, whatever you feel like, oh, this thing I can do for ISKCON. And then think, how can I do this in a big way? And then start planning from tomorrow. How can I do this? Just pray to Madan Mohanty, oh Madan, oh Krishna, how can I do this in a big way? You see, Krishna will give lot of ideas and he will send people who will help you in that direction. So this way we have to plan, improve, and move ahead, go forward to serve Krishna, Srila Prabhupada, or Guru Maharaj, and the whole community of ISKCON and devotees, especially youth devotees. They all must. We are in now having good spirit. We have bodily strength, and that fire is there. Don't waste that fire unnecessarily and there. I'm not telling about your job and all that you have to do, but use your passion, your fire within to serve ISKCON. Now you do get a fight at yes, that's like now we have almost 10 years have passed since I joined. So when I look back, I'm feeling that yes, I tried my best to do something for ISKCON, something, and still going on something. So it gives a lot of satisfaction and happiness that my life was not a waste. I tried to do something in the best way, serving Srila Prabhupada in the way, whatever I could, whatever way. So all of us think like that. What can I do for Prabhupada? He did so much for us. What can I do for a spiritual master, and what can I do for ISKCON movement? Because whatever you do, that will remain your eternal glory. Whatever you remember this point, whatever small service you do, like this, we learned about this Tejas Kruna. He just got down in Delhi, but still, his name will be eternally written in the pages of history of Delhi temple. Correct or not? And this was a devotee who got down at Delhi station and started the preaching. Maybe later on he might have survived, might have not, doesn't matter. We might not know. But the glory of surrendering to Prabhupada at that time would remain eternally with his name. So that's the thing. If you want to make your name eternal in the pages of history of ISKCON, think and do something for ISKCON. And don't worry about your shortcomings. Don't worry about your six anarthas. Oh, lust, anger, pride. What can I do? I'm so much troubled by my material desire. It will be vanished in the course of time. If you're determined to serve Srila Prabhupada and ISKCON movement till the last breath of your life, I am guaranteeing you in the course of the journey, it will vanish. You just forget about it. You think, because our goal is very bigger than our anarthas. The goal is very big enough, then these anarthas they're like glowworms. It will just vanish uh, in that in the course of our endeavor to serve Prabhupada. So that's what, of course, that the whole lecture is there. And now, 25th, we are celebrating Gopal Krishna Maharaj first Tirubhav Divas. So, of course, all of you can come to temple. And now, online, lot of lectures will be coming. So, Prabhu is telling that there are 125 lectures almost glorifying Gopal Krishna Maharaj in the last 1 year. And all of them are 4, 4, 5 hours. So, Nandu Gopal Jivan Prabhu, this Golden Age Media compiler, he's compiling a book on glories of Gopal Krishna Maharaj in 10 volumes. Okay. 10th volume, that book side will come. Prabhu is telling. So, a lot of nectar is going to come. Of course, we can read at least in this lifetime. It will be like proper Leela came in 7 volumes. Now, disciple Leela will come in more and more volumes. And we can read and we can hear, because hearing about great souls itself purify our heart and give us lot of inspiration to serve the movement. So I think time is up. Uh, Sorry, I didn't give chance. Anyone who would like to speak or add anything, or then the 3, 4 minutes, 5 minutes are there. But much more to speak about Gopal Krishna Maharaj. I just spoke what I heard. I didn't added my, I didn't much added my, that I'll speak on Friday. So in the my offering. So so thank you very much for coming. How is 1 hour past? I didn't realize only. So anybody wants to add anything or say something in this? Or if you felt inspired, then
ऐसा लग रहा था पूरा लेक्चर 15 मिनट से करोगे, ऐसा लगा ही नहीं पूरा 1 आवर का लेक्चर।
हाँ, ये टाइम पर कैसे पाओगे?
और आप मुझे बोल रहे थे बाहर आवाज चल रहा है, मेरे को आवाज ही नहीं सुनाई दे रहा, आपको कैसे सुनाई दे रहा?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Aman Guru.
Prabhuji, the whole lecture was so inspiring, and sometimes, I feel that, oh, I have to do so much for the movement, but it's sometimes like feel like, oh, I have to, for work after my material activities also. So that comes like a hurdle. I
Mhm.
want to give my best, but sometimes I feel, oh, I'm lacking in my this field in that part of. So what we can do there, Proji?
Yeah, so yes, our material duties we have to do. There is no doubt. Okay, Sadhana was telling that we should take this lecture next Tuesday also. Fine, Krishna willing. If I hear more in the course of this 1 week, I'll speak more on next Tuesday. That's nice. So one thing I'll tell that, see, all of us we have material duties, but still we can do much more for proper movement. So whatever time, see, I can say, when I see this, our Grahastha devotees, Foundation devotees. So now they are forced to do their job and all, but still they're doing so much. When I see certain devotees, so hats off to them. Like now, my parents came last week. I must tell all of you, and they stayed with this Vikas Nusru Inamunsi Mataji. My mother was so deeply touched by their devotion. My God, she was crying when she went, and she told, "What a congregation we have got." My mother was so deeply touched by their seeing their bhakti. So my mother told that now I realized what grahastha means, what a grahastha devotee can do. So their service attitude, and they know their. So I took my parents to unveil even in Kharghar, and and also to some houses, like we went to Atutur's house. So when my mother saw these Matajis and these devotees, their attitude, their service, their behavior and all, he was like, oh, this is something too good. Because I felt like, and she told, I could imagine now how Vrindavan would be like, how loving atmosphere would be there. He got a glimpse of that kind of devotees, and she felt in that association. So and she was very much touched. So I'm giving an example to just show that even grahasthas, when they're able to do so much, they're they're having children, they're having their parent, wife, job, so many things. But see that dedication. And so why can't we do that? So when there is will, there is way. So you think how I can do that. That's what I told. Na? Tonight you think, all of you, just when you go to bed, just think mentally, what can I do for ISKCON? And think 10 years later. In these 10 years, what can I do for Prabhupada? What all things I plan? You can write it down also. Some 4 or 5 points will come to you. Then you come to me, we'll discuss personally what we can do and all. So then plan. At least we can think, na? Mentally we can offer. So when I was in my voice days, so I should just think that, oh, when Krishna will give me facility, this, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll open temple, I'll do this, and and all those things now, Krishna is slowly, I'm able to see that he's giving me facility for doing that. So we can desire at least to serve Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj. So then facility will come and resources will come by a strong desire, and of course, the strong sadhana. So we desire, but do strong sadhana. Chant nicely, and um, chant nicely and pray to Krishna. Please empower me, Krishna, to do something for Prabhupada. I want to do something big for Prabhupada. And then you see, desires will come, people will come, resources will come. Everything will manifest in due course of time. So at least that right now, you all can do that thing, and at the same time, whatever preaching you are doing, helping that in a more sincere way, more responsible way, whatever. Because here, whatever our desires are there, need not necessarily that it will we alone can do. We can take help from other devotees also. So a group of devotees can come together and they can fulfill their common desire. Like whatever I desired, all of you are helping. All my congregation team, they're helping me. I can't do alone all the things. So they are doing, na? In that way, think, plan, pray, and then Krishna will surely help us. Okay.